Timmy still thinks it was a good idea. The electric blanket would have melted the ice block, and Charity would be free.
It was a good idea if you want to die at your young age. But you know perfectly well that if Charity were free, she'd go straight back to Miguel. They'd get married, they'd make love, and it'd be curtains for you and me.
Timmy knows. Tabby's told him 10,000 times.
Then why can't you get it through your thick head? What are you doing up here in the attic anyway?
Timmy wants to see what the magic scroll has to say about Charity.
No, Timmy. You mustn't do that.
Tabby can't stop him.
Timmy, now you've done it!
You know you make the best hot chocolate in the world. No offense to that stuff they serve at the book cafe.
Okay. No, I completely agree. Pilar's hot chocolate is the best.
Thank you, Beth. Louise?
You know, I've always hoped you'd share your secret recipe with me, Pilar. I could serve it at the cafe. I'd even give you a commission.
I'm flattered. Really, I am. But the recipe is a family secret.
And you made it tonight because you think Antonio's coming home, right?
Well, it was Antonio's favorite.
I know. I know how much it would mean for you for Antonio to suddenly show up before Christmas. I haven't forgiven Antonio for abandoning this family after Papa disappeared.
Louise, I understand your anger. I do. But the church teaches forgiveness.
Luis told me about the phone call that you got. You said that you heard Antonio's voice?
I heard him very clearly.
And then Luis got on the phone and heard Sheridan's voice.
Well, it wasn't Sheridan. We all know Sheridan's not alive.
I know, it just doesn't make any sense. How could I have heard Antonio's voice on the same phone call that Luis heard Sheridan's? It just... How could they be together?
They weren't. Mama, it was just wishful thinking.
Or, you know, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign they're coming home. And I pray that real soon Antonio will walk through the front door and bring Sheridan with him.
That'd definitely be a miracle.
I believe in miracles, Luis. I can almost sense Antonio getting closer to Harmony.
That smells like hot chocolate.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. My mother's secret recipe.
Oh my goodness. This is fantastic. It's the best I've ever tasted.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. She uses a special ingredient.
Cinnamon.
How did you know that?
I don't know. How do I know anything? I have amnesia.
Well, I'm glad you can laugh about it.
Well, I can't spend every day of my life whining now, can I? This hot chocolate smells great.
Wait till you taste it. It's Mama's secret recipe.
Oh my goodness. This is the best I've ever had.
Anna, what is it? Did you remember something new?
Yeah. I just had another memory. I was with the man I love drinking hot chocolate with his mother in a kitchen. It seemed so real.
Oh, you seem to be having more and more memory flashes lately.
I know. It's like the closer we get to Harmony, the more memories I have. Maybe it does mean something to me. Maybe the key to my past is in Harmony.
Hello, Mrs. Crane.
Oh, Jerry, thank goodness. I thought you were going to be late.
I came as quickly as I could. Is she here yet?
No, but the car picked her up, so she should be here any minute.
Did you give the woman any information about why you're flying her here from Bermuda?
I only told her that it was urgent and that I would make it well worth her while. Oh, Jerry, this maid is my very best hope. If she can verify that the woman in bed with Julian was Teresa, then Ethan will know that Teresa's carrying Julian's baby.
Forgive me, but you don't even know for sure that she is pregnant. All you have are your suspicions and some teenager's premonition. How do you know it's your ex-husband's child?
Oh, I have more than Charity's premonitions, Jerry. I have my own very good maternal instincts. I know Teresa has a secret. And my instincts tell me that she's pregnant with Julian's child. I will not let her marry my son. I will stop her if it's the last thing I ever do.
Teresa, why are you crying? I bought this teddy bear to make you smile. Sweetheart, what is it?
Oh my God, Teresa's losing it.
You know, the more I see, the more I think I'm right. Woody, I think I know Teresa's secret. I just can't bring myself to say what it is out loud, but if I'm right, Teresa and Ethan gonna be destroyed.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
What did I do?
Nothing, Ethan, nothing. It's just that it's Christmas. You know, everybody gets emotional during Christmas time. Yeah. Honey, can I talk to you for 1 second? Sure. Okay. She's okay. Teresa, you gotta pull yourself together or Ethan's gonna know that something's wrong. No, he can't, Whitney. Oh, you don't think so? You hear a teddy bear say mama and you completely fall apart? Come on, Teresa, Ethan's not stupid. I know. Okay, it's just, you know, coming from the clinic, knowing that I've made an appointment to have it's too much for me. Well, you know what? In a way, I'm glad that he gave you that teddy bear. I think it made you face the fact that you have an actual, real live, growing baby inside of you, Teresa. No, I can't think of this as a baby, Whitney. I can't. Well, it is. And if you can't accept that, then you're in major denial. Look, not now, okay? I have to do something and fast, okay? I can't let Ethan know that I'm pregnant. And Ivy, you know, she's always watching me, looking for any sign that I'm keeping a secret. Well, it won't take her very long to figure it out since you're going to be showing pretty soon. And that's what I mean. I have to take care of this situation before I lose Ethan and before Ivy finds out anything.
I just wish that woman would hurry up and get here.
I don't understand. If you're so sure your instincts are right, why do you need the maid from that resort in Bermuda?
Because I have to be very, very careful about the way in which I reveal Teresa's condition. The last time, when it came out that Teresa had emailed my personal letter to the tabloids about Ethan's true paternity, and I don't care what anybody says, I know she did it. Ethan blamed me. In essence, he shot the messenger.
So the maid will be the messenger this time.
Yes. Oh, Teresa's very cunning. She's very clever about the way she manipulates Ethan. She gets what she wants by playing on his good heart and his willingness to believe the best in people.
Sounds like you know this girl pretty well.
Oh, I know her very, very well, a lying little tramp. And I am not going to let her marry my son and ruin his life.
So you're going to have the maid tell Ethan what she saw?
No, Jerry. I have to be much more subtle than that. No, I'm going to have her work here at the house, and then she can just happen to let it slip that she saw Teresa in bed with Julian. And you, as head of Crane Security, can back her story up.
Happy to be of help.
Thank you, Jerry. Oh, you know, I don't think it's going to take too long for this whole scenario to unfold. I mean, Ethan told Teresa he can't stomach any more lies, and she swore she didn't have sex with Julian. So when the maid puts the two of them in bed together, it will be the end of this rotten relationship between my son and that little witch, once and for all.
You seem convinced that you'll learn something about your past in Harmony.
I don't know why. I just hope my feelings are right. Maybe I'll remember my family there.
I think I got an idea that'll make you feel better.
Oh?
Yeah. And just be a chance for the two of us to spend some time together.
Anna, what is it?
I just had another memory of being with the man I love on the wharf in Harmony. Brian, I am really convinced that Harmony could open up my memory. Maybe I'll even find my family there.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
You know, I know you're not as hopeful as I am about seeing your family. I really think you should be.
Well, no, we'll see. I know that my brother still hates me.
Whatever you decide to do, I know it'll be for the best.
Let's hope so.
Remember, it is Christmas time. And Christmas is the time for family. Maybe the holiday spirit will soften your brother's heart towards you and he'll be able to forgive you.
I don't know about that. In fact, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Just remember, we both made wishes on the Christmas star. I really hope our wishes come true.
Yeah, I do too. I hope our wishes come true too, Diana. And I hope nothing ever takes you away from me.
Told you not to open the scroll to me? Now you've made it angry.
Jimmy just wanted to ask a question about Jerry.
Yeah, well, the scroll could be mighty temperamental, lad.
Tell Jimmy about it.
Well, the scroll only wants to answer questions it wants to answer, and obviously it doesn't feel like answering questions about charity.
Oh, what does the scroll feel like talking about?
I've no idea, lad, but it must be something big. Oh, if the scroll's this angry, who knows what'll happen next?
Jimmy! Danger!
Yes, of course we are, lad. They could be in grave danger.
Mrs. Crane, this is Sheila, the maid from the resort in Bermuda.
Hello, Sheila. How was your flight?
It was amazing. I've never flown on a private jet before, Mrs. Crane. I was waited on, served food and drink. It was incredible.
Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, Sheila, there could be many such flights in your future. That is, if you can help me with a small problem I have.
Oh, I'm happy to help if I can, ma'am.
Oh, you can. You see, Sheila, I think my son's fiancé has a secret. I think she's pregnant, but not by my son. No. The baby that she is carrying is my ex-husband's Julian Crane.
Julian Crane? He owns a resort where I work.
Yes, well, never mind about that. When I spoke to you on the phone, I asked you if you remembered seeing Mr. Crane at the resort and if you remembered seeing a woman in his bed.
Yes.
Sheila, I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to tell me, is this the woman you saw in bed with Mr. Crane?
Teresa, I think I know why you started crying when I gave you the teddy bear. And you were thinking about your friend Lynn and her predicament, weren't you?
Well, I mean, I know how upsetting it was to find out she was pregnant and that she was considering having an abortion. Because I know how much you're against it. And, you know, Chad and I went into the family planning clinic ourselves when we were looking for you guys. So I guess, you know, you saw the clinic too, you and Whitney, right? I mean, and that got you thinking about how close Lynn came to, you know, ending her pregnancy.
Well, we did see the clinic.
Right, well, I thought so. And, you know, just thinking what Lynn was going to do was enough to make Teresa sick. Because I know you think the same way I do, that a fetus is a baby. You know, not just a bunch of cells, right, Teresa? And it must have torn you up to think what Lynn almost did to her unborn child. You know, and that's why I'm so glad that we agree on this. Because when you get pregnant, whatever our situation is, I know you will put the baby first. You'll never do anything to harm it.
What's going on now? It got quiet.
I don't know, Timmy. It can't be good.
The scroll has a story to tell, but it will only tell the story it wants to tell.
Look, Timmy.
This is the story the scroll wants to tell? About Louise and Beth having hot chocolate?
Don't make it more angry. We just want to watch.
Mom. Are you going to work now?
Yeah, just for a little while. I just want to make sure all the Christmas decorations are put up properly at the mansion.
I just don't understand how you can still work for Ivy Crane after she attacked Teresa.
Well, son, a wise person once said, keep your friends close to you, but your enemies closer. And unfortunately, Ivy has become Teresa's enemy.
Yeah. She's coming home late?
No, not too late.
What's Beth looking at?
It's a letter from Sheridan. It was delivered by Sheridan's attorney to Louise after her death. She wrote it thinking that it would make Louise's life easier, but in fact, it will make his life more difficult and more complicated.
I'll see you soon, son. Goodbye, Beth.
Good night, Pilar.
Beth.
Oh, sorry, Louise. It was just sitting right here. I couldn't help noticing that it's a letter from Sheridan.
Yeah.
She said she wanted you to move on with your life if anything ever happened to her. Are you ready to do that? And will I be a part of your moving on?
That Beth is some nervy chick.
She's going after what she wants. I like that.
What's Louise going to do? He still loves Sheridan.
Yes, he's in a proper pickle, isn't he? He truly believes that the love of his life is dead. And now his old girlfriend wants to start up their relationship again. Oh, Timmy, these mortals and their foolish, fragile hearts. Look, Timmy.
It's Sheridan.
Yes, it's Sheridan sailing straight for disaster.
can't wait to get to Harmony. Maybe I'll remember more about my past.
Sheridan can't remember her past.
No, she has amnesia. And that's not all, my little stuffed potato. The man she's sailing with is none other than Luis's brother, Antonio.
No way!
Yep. And they're sailing straight into Harmony. Of course, Luis has no idea that his brother has fallen in love with Sheridan. Oh, Timmy, when those two arrive in Harmony, it's going to be like a Molotov cocktail exploded. Everyone's lives are going to be turned upside down. And I, for one, can't wait.
You know, let's not talk about Lynn anymore. I want to know how the interview with the client went today.
Not so well. Once he realized that I used to be a crane, he got nervous.
Because you were a crane?
Yeah. I mean, he's afraid to do anything to upset Julian and Alistair. So he decided not to hire me.
That's awful, Ethan. I mean, he didn't even give you a chance?
Yeah, but I'm afraid I'm going to be facing that a lot. You know, and no one wants to be on the bad side of Crane Industries.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. Don't worry. I'll find something.
Well, sure you will, man. Hey, look, you're a good lawyer. All right, you went to a great school. You had a lot of experience at the Crane Industries. I bet you one day you're going to have more clients than you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Chad.
Chad's right, Ethan. You're going to be absolutely fine. I mean, you have nothing but good things in your future.
Oh, thanks for the support. Look, don't you go worrying that I won't be able to make a living. Right? I'll be fine. This is just a minor setback.
No, I wasn't worried about that. I know you're going to be a huge success.
Right. Guys, I plan on having a booming law practice. Before you know it, I'll get a house and start a family. Because I know how important children are to you.
They're very important.
Yeah, me too. So don't worry. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long. I can't wait to see the look in your eyes first time you find out you're pregnant.
So, Sheila, is this the woman you saw in bed with Mr. Crane?
Yes, this is the woman I told you about on the phone. I saw her with Mr. Crane.
Okay, Sheila, I want you to take a look at this picture of Mr. Crane. Are you sure that this is the man you saw in bed with this woman?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I certainly remember the owner of the resort.
Okay, just to be sure about everything. Once again, you saw this woman in bed with Mr. Crane.
What in God's name?
Yes, they were in bed together. This woman and Mr. Crane. I remember it clearly.
Oh, okay. I'm a little curious, though. Are you sure there was never any other woman with Mr. Crane? Because I heard that there was another young woman.
No, ma'am. This woman was the only young woman Mr. Crane was with on his last trip to the resort.
Thank you, Sheila. Oh. Now, Jerry will take you to the servants' quarters and you can find a uniform.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, I would like you to work here at the house for a while. Oh, at triple what you were making in the island.
I don't know what to say, Mrs. Crane.
Don't say anything, Sheila. You're doing me a huge favor.
Well then, thank you.
Just go wait in the hall. Jerry will be right with you. Ooh, I've got her now, Jerry. The little cucaracha's toast. Oh, I'm finally gonna get this bitch out of my son's life once and for all. Adios, Teresita.
pain and suffering awaiting Louise and Sheridan. Isn't it marvelous?
Timmy doesn't get such a kick out of it.
Well, I do. Think of it. For centuries, I've been trying to break up Louise and Sheridan over so many different lifetimes. Maybe this is a lifetime that they will be finally torn apart. Forever.
Look, Beth, I'm sorry. I'm not ready to move on with my life, and I don't know if I ever will be.
Of course. I understand. I just thought with Sheridan giving you her permission, almost urging you to move on, you know, might make a difference to you.
No, it really doesn't. I was just telling my mother that I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get on with my life. Beth, you and I have had this conversation before.
I know. And I'm not trying to push you here.
Look, hey, if I do decide to move on, you'll be the first person to know, okay?
Don't hold your breath, Bethy, baby, because Sheridan is heading back to Harmony full speed.
What's wrong?
Well, the wind just died.
Why? I mean, it was fine a minute ago.
I don't know. But the sea is calm. I mean, if the wind doesn't pick up, we're never gonna make it to Harmony.
Oh, no! They can't stop now. They've got to be in Harmony by Christmas. That's my Christmas present to myself. Seeing all the pain and suffering when Sheridan and Antonio arrive.
What's Tabby going to do about it?
I don't know. Nothing I can do. Wait a minute. Yes, there is. They need wind. I'll give them wind.
But how?
Listen. Just listen to me.
Hello, this is Ethan.
Ethan, it's your mother.
Oh, hi, Mother. How are you feeling?
I feel marvelous. In fact, I would love it if you and Teresa could come over right away.
You want us to come to the mansion?
Yes. I have something I'd like to discuss with both of you.
Yeah, okay, sure. We'll be right there. Bye. Hey, do you guys have time to go to my mother's house? She wants to talk to Teresa and me.
About what?
I don't know. She didn't say, but she sounded very happy, so it must be something good.
I hope so.
Well, what about you, Chad?
You don't think Ivy knows that you're pregnant, do you?
No. I mean, there's no way, right? I'm not showing. And your mother wouldn't say anything. And Mama wouldn't say anything.
Well, then why did you look so worried just now?
Because Ivy's always looking for a way to take Ethan away from me. And I just don't trust her, Whitney.
All right, let's just pray that she doesn't find out about this little secret, all right?
You ladies ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Oh. Good evening, Ivy. How are you feeling?
I couldn't be better. Well, you're in a cheerful mood. Any particular reason?
Well, I know it may sound hard to believe, but I think my son Antonio will be coming home for Christmas.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. I spoke to him earlier, and I really do think he's coming home.
Well, if it makes you happy, I'm glad for you, Pilar. I just thought you might be happy for a different reason.
A different reason?
I thought you might be happy because you're going to be a grandmother.
I'm sorry, Beth. I just don't want to hurt you.
No, don't worry about it. I may not always like the things you say, but at least I know you're honest. I always know where I stand with you. Listen, I better go.
Yeah.
Thanks for the hot chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's actually one thing I need to do before I go.
What's that?
That is some kiss.
Well, I can see. I'm going to have to put child-proof locks on all the magical video devices in this house. There are some things a doll just shouldn't see.
Okay. Timmy won't look.
Good. Did you do what I asked?
Voila! The wooden tub is full of water.
Thank you, lad. Da-da!
What's Tabitha doing?
I'm going to give Sheridan and her captain some wind.
What's that stuff?
I picked it up last time I was in Hecuba's lair under the Crane Mansion. Watch the screen, Timmy. Watch the screen.
Brian, there must be something that we can do.
Well, unless you have an in with Mother Nature, I don't know what. I mean, we can't go anywhere without the wind.
You want wind, baby? I got your wind right here.
Goodness, where did that wind come from?
I don't know, but maybe you do have an in with Mother Nature.
It came from right here, Antonio, old chap. Now get yourselves right back home to Harmony so I can see some real pain and suffering.
I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Pilar, you are as transparent as glass. Oh, if I had any doubt that Teresa was pregnant before, I certainly don't now. Your eyes practically came out of their sockets when I called you a grandmother. Teresa's pregnant, isn't she?
Hey, I get you anything, Mrs. Crane?
No, thank you, Sheila. But could you check back with me in a while?
Who was that woman, that new maid?
Oh, I didn't introduce you. I'm so sorry. Her name is Sheila.
But I'm the housekeeper. It's my job to hire the staff. Did you hire her?
Yes, I did. She just arrived in the States. She was working down at the Crane Resort in Bermuda.
Crane Resort?
Mm-hmm. In fact, she remembers seeing Teresa there with Julian in a compromising position.
Dios mío.
Yeah, that's right, Pilar. I have Teresa exactly where I want her. And I have proof. She's not gonna weasel out of it this time.
Ivy, please. You can't do this.
Yes, I can. And I will. Oh, that'll be Ethan and Teresa. I asked them to come right over.
You know, I hope Mother's gonna make amends with you, Teresa. Then everything in our lives will be perfect.
Oh, this is it, Pilar. Ethan and Teresa's relationship is over.
I'm here if you need me, Luis.
Yeah.
I'll always be here for you.
Sheridan. You really gone? If you are, will I ever be able to forget you?
Not bloody likely, Luis. Especially since very soon you're going to see the girl in the flesh. And just wait until you see who she's with. Your long-lost brother, Antonio. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a blast, Timmy.
But everyone's gonna be hurt. Everyone.
Of course they will, lad. That's the fun of it.
At this rate, we'll be in Harmony in no time.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Harmony has in store for me. Mama, I didn't think that you'd be here.
Well, yes, I'm working.
Hey, Pilar.
Well, did Mrs. Crane say why she wanted to see us?
Teresa, I need to speak with you.
Ethan! Come in, darling. Whitney, Chad, hello, hello.
Hello, Mrs. Crane.
Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Crane?
How are you all? Oh, where did Teresa go?
Oh, she just went outside to talk to Pilar. So, what's happening? What do you have to tell us?
I just had an early Christmas present for you and for Teresa, and I just couldn't wait to give it to her.
Did you want to see me now, Mrs. Crane?
Yes, Sheila. You have perfect timing.
Mama, what is wrong? You look upset.
Ivy knows. Ivy knows you're pregnant with Julian's baby.